Hello, my mystic friends. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I want to share with you about this very transformative and intense month of September of 2025. I feel that this is probably the most intense turning point that's going to be offering you major culmination and new beginnings for the rest of the year. In this all 12 signs astrology forecast, I walk you through the key planetary transits that are stirring the change within each and every one of us. If you are new here, welcome. I blend traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology in order to help you align with your soul's path. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing and for allowing me to be part of your journey. So let's dive in. So for my Leo friends, September 2025 is going to be a month of transformation around your shared resources, around intimacy. This could have to do with sex. This could have to do with your sense of personal value and power. The sky is really highlighting where you give and where you receive, not only financially, but also emotionally and energetically. With the two eclipses and Saturn's return back into the sign of Pisces and the highly intensity of the Mars-Pluto square aspect, this month is about shedding what drains you and building this deeper trust, not only in yourself, but also in others. I want to start off with September 1st. We're going to have Saturn re-enter into the sign of Pisces. Having Saturn dip back into your shared finances, your shared resources, the 8th house for you, it says, I have unfinished business here. And before I can move on, this has come to my attention and this is what I have to deal with. The 8th house represents debt. It's intimacy. It's transformation. The 8th house is taxes, inheritances. It's the house of retirement and savings and bankruptcy and loss. And so it goes back in to complete its final lessons here. So this is about you becoming more responsible within your joint finances, your joint resources, your joint connections, or your deep emotional commitments that you have with other people. Now, the opportunities of this transit are, I love it for paying down debt, renegotiating financial agreements, or healing emotional connections or bonds with other people, because this is the house of taboo topics, where you bring up topics that you felt uncomfortable about it before. And so now it's like, let's bring it to the surface. Let's deal with it. The challenge is going to come from facing your fears around vulnerability, scarcity mindset, loss, control, or power dynamics. I'm encouraging you to build trust slowly and look to commit to financial and emotional transparency so you can build over a longer period of time. Now, as we move towards September 2nd, we're going to have Mercury enter into your second house of cash, property. The second house is, what do I need? My money, my finances, my resources, in order to feel secure, to feel safe. And so as Mercury goes into your money and your possession sector, your self-worth, it literally brings into focus all of your resources and all of your priorities. The opportunities that can come from this is improving your budgeting, organizing your finances, bringing clarity to what you truly value, like looking at it and say, do I keep it? Do I sell it? Like, how important is this to me? It's looking all over all of these items. The challenge comes from overthinking material security. I'm encouraging you to let practicality be your guide with your spending and your investments as you move forward. Now, as we look towards the first eclipse, we're going to have on September 7th, the Pisces lunar eclipse, and this will be in your 8th house. So the sun is still in your second house, illuminating what you need in order to be secure. And then the endings come with the full moon, the eclipse. Now, this is a lunar eclipse, meaning a full moon, and you will feel it the 4 to 6 weeks that lead up to it. It brings these major endings that have to do with a type of transformation around your shared resources, your investments, these deep emotional connections that you have with other people. The opportunities that can come from this transit are releasing unhealthy attachments or clearing any like financial burdens that you have, or it's closing of a chapter within your intimate relationships or partnerships. This could be with a business partner or a significant other. The challenge that comes from this is the emotional intensity or the fear of change. I'm encouraging you to know that it's about trusting the process of release, because that's what full moons want to bring. It's a let go, let flow. It's clearing space for a renewal later. Then as we move towards the 18th, I want to look at Mercury entering into the sign of Libra. So Mercury, thoughts, ideas, communication, travel, technology, now moving into an area of your life that is in harmony to your first house of your identity. And so Mercury being in your third house brings up all shifts, a focus on your communication, short distance travel, neighbors, siblings, cousins, your connection within your local environment, within your local community, you out and about on a daily basis. And it's also where we take in information. So like Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, like all of those sources. Now, the opportunities of this transit revolve around topics of strengthening your relationships through honest, balanced conversations. The challenge comes from avoiding hard truths in order to feel like you have to keep pace. I'm encouraging you to speak with warmth, but also speak with courage. You've got Mars here, and Mars is speak it, say it with integrity. Now, the very next day, you're going to have Venus enter into the sign of Virgo. Having Venus leave your first house, moving into your second house, I like this for a focus on things that you own, your money, your career, your talents, your skill set, your values. Venus likes to bring people, places, and things together. And so Venus is here to help you to find pleasure in simplicity, in your security, in the things that you value. The opportunities with Venus here is attracting these financial opportunities that you can use for your job, for investments, in order to beautify your space, and also to nurture your own self-worth. The challenge comes from measuring your value by productivity alone. I'm encouraging you to ground your worth in who you are, in not things that you have. It's more than that, and having to look at that. As we move towards September 21st, we're going to have the second eclipse. Now, the second eclipse is going to be huge in that it's a finality. It's at the 29th degree. It's an anaretic degree. This is an eclipse at 29 degree and it's a Virgo black moon, meaning we just had a new moon. And now we're going to have the second, but this one is an eclipse. And so this is a reset within your relationship with money, with your possessions, with your self-esteem, with your skill set, with your talents. This is ending a huge chapter in order to make space for something new. The opportunities could be launching a new income stream, building your savings, investing in your own personal growth. The challenge is, how do I let go of outdated financial patterns, let go of scarcity mindset? I'm encouraging you to make the changes that can be rooted in long-term stability and not just in short-term gain during this time. And then lastly, I want to talk about September 24th. Now, on September 24th, we're going to have Mars squaring off with Pluto. Mars is going to be at your home sector. The fourth house is literally your personal life, your living situation. It's the bottom of your chart. It's what you build upon in order for security, to build your traditions, your home, your family. It is in a hard aspect with Pluto in your partnership sector, in your seventh house. If you are the Leo, the Aquarius part of your life means everybody else. And that's personal and professional. So that can be collaborative, best friends, significant others. And so these two coming at each other in a square, it literally means a clash within home and family, clashing with all types of partnership dynamics. This can be stirring up tension within these close relationships, or it can bring up these old family dynamics. This has to do with power and control. The opportunities that can come from this, because whenever we have a square, a 90-degree angle, it's saying these two areas, we need to create change. And so it's literally bringing your attention to those areas of your life. So you can look at it as an opportunity to heal these foundational relationships, these patterns, and strengthening your own emotional security. The challenge comes from power struggles or control issues within your connections to other people. Look to lead with patience, because transformation, it comes through cooperation and not force. So Leo, this month, this is a month of transformation on how you share your energy, how you share your resources, how you trust. Who do you trust? Having Saturn in your 8th house, it's calling for deep emotional and financial maturity on your part to get real about where is your time, your energy, your money, your resources, where is it invested with other people? The eclipses are shifting your relationship to worth, both in yourself and in your material world. The Mars and Pluto square, it's really going to challenge you to navigate your relationship with these home tensions with grace. By leaning into trust and stability and self-respect, you can emerge with a stronger foundation for both love and security. So a mantra for you can be, I honor my worth. I release what drains me. And I'm going to build connections that are rooted in trust and mutual respect. So for my Leo friends, thank you so much for being here. For more on this transit, check out my video for the collective energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey.